Namaste to all. Today also we will see very interesting question answers from the website vedmantra.com. The first question is Namaskar Guruji, why to put Tilak on the forehead and why women used to put Bindi on the forehead? My Acharya Ji Swami Ram Swarup Yogacharya answers in the website. My blessings to you. The use of Tilak and Bindi is a custom made by people. It has not been mentioned in the eternal knowledge of Vedas. Next question. Namaste Swamiji, what is the meaning of Namaste or Namaskar? My Acharya answers, Namaste is equal to Namaha plus Te. Namaha means to be polite and humble. Te means for you. So the meaning of Namaste is I become polite and humble before you. Guruji Pranam, kindly let me know, can we reduce obesity by yoga and which asana we should do regularly so that we can lose the weight? My Acharya answers, my blessings to you. Morning fast walking and hard practice of asanas are done by hard exertion, and hard exertion further creates a sweat. When sweat is formed in the body, then fat dissolve and obesity is decreased. In this case, plenty of water is to be taken daily and only vegetarian food is to be taken. No fatty, oily food and no item of market like junk food should be taken which creates obesity. As regards asana, every asana will be beneficial and at least 10 asanas are required to be done both the times. Next question, Namaste Swamiji, if suicide is wrong, then why did Lord Rama committed suicide by drowning himself in the river Sarayu? My Acharya answers, Namaste Ji. The view mentioned in any book that Sri Ram committed suicide in Sarayu are 100% false. The true story regarding King Dasharat's kingdom and that of Sri Ram's life has been stated by Maharishi Valmiki Ji in his Valmiki Ramayana only, where no such words of suicide have been mentioned. Secondly, how a learned of Vedas and Yogeshwar Sri Ram can commit suicide, which is totally against the Vedas. In the end, that is, at about the age of 81 years, Sri Ram left the kingdom permanently for jungle, giving the kingdom to his sons. Thereafter, he never returned to Ayodhya. Next question. Swamiji Charan Sparsh, thanks for the blessings. I wanted to know that yesterday I called a Pandit Ji to home for doing Havan from a Pita. He did the Havan as told by you, but one thing was different. He did Ganesha Puja before starting the Havan, and in the last he did Gayatri Aarti also. Can you please clarify? My Acharya answers, my blessings to you. You are welcome, my son. As you know, idol worship is not mentioned in the Vedas, so Ganesh Puja was performed by the Pandit on his own accord. Gayatri is a Ved mantra mentioned in the three Vedas, and therefore statue of Gayatri mantra can never be made. You see, when Ved mantras emanate from God, the mantras were not in the form of a book and not emanated by recitation. Ved mantra is a formless knowledge, so its statue can never be made. However, those who make statue of it may do so at their own accord. Next question. You have written that those who attain Dharam make Samadhi can fly. How can a human being fly? My Acharya answers, human beings can never fly, but yogis who attains Samadhi become capable to keep their bodies above the earth. Yogi attains this power, but you see, yogi is he who has been doing Ashtanga Yoga practice, Yajna, name japa of Almighty God and listening Vedas since several births, and in one of the birth he attains Samadhi. And this is also stated in Bhagavad Gita Shloka 7/19. Next question. Kapil Muni says that you will not get moksha from Anima, Garima, Lagima, etc. Siddhis. Is it true? What is Gunatit Swabhav? My Acharya answers, Anima, Garima, Mahima, etc. are called Yoga Aishwarya. That is, a yogi attains such Siddhis. Thereafter, also he continues his Yoga Sadhana and one day he attains Samadhi. That is, he realizes Almighty God. Gunatit Swabhav is not mentioned in the Vedas. However, matter of salvation is mentioned therein. Next question, I want to know the Veda related with Jadu Tona. My Acharya answers, in the Vedas, not a single word regarding Jadu Tona has been mentioned. So the learned of Vedas do not accept it being unauthentic. Vedas tells us to do always pious deeds mentioned therein. To do eternal worship of formless, omnipresent Almighty God who creates, nurses and destroys the universe. Also, Vedas tell the third education of science, that is to know each and every matter of this universe. But Vedas never tell about Jadu Tona, Teva, Kal Sarp Dosh, present Tantric Vidya, Vastu Dosha, present astrology, etc. So learned of Vedas, never accept it. Guruji, next question. Guruji, you believe that Sri Krishna was able to become large in size in the war, then what about his clothes? Won't the clothes become shorter in size in comparison to the size of the man, and won't those get torn? My Acharya answers, according to Vedas, a yogi gets riddhi and siddhi, amongst which he gets the power to enlarge or decrease his body, but generally no yogi uses that power. Similarly, there is no mention in Mahabharata about Yogeshwar Sri Krishna Maharaj used the power to because main motto of the life is to attain salvation. So we have to be always aware of the false shlokas that has been added in our various texts. I always advise everyone who asks me about the Vishwaroop Darshana, I always advise, please read the Gita written by my Acharya, which is the only authentic Gita as per me. I've read several Gita, but only authentic Gita I would recommend for anybody is the Bhagavad Gita Ek Vedic Rahasya written by my Acharya. You can order this book from the website vedmandir.com. Let's see the last question for today. Due to several constraints, it is very difficult to get up early in the morning. Will God punish me? My Acharya replies, the saying that early to bed and early to rise is only based on the eternal knowledge of Vedas, which was faithfully obeyed in the ancient times and is being obeyed in the learned family even today. Such family naturally gets huge benefit of following it. I quote only two harmful results of those who do not get up early in the morning. Number one, Rigveda Mantra 1 by 92 by 10 states that the dawn, that is about 4 a.m., the dawn knocks our door to bless us with a bright future, but those who do not get up at this time, it eats away our bright future just as a jackal eats his prey. Number two, second example is from Valmiki Ramayana, where Bharat criticizes his mother for sending Ram to exile. Bharat says that you will face the result of a sin as is faced by a person who do not awake early in the morning before the sun rises. In one instance, Atharvaveda also states that he who is sleeping in the morning in the sunlight, the rays of the sun start capturing his power of intellect. So we have to follow the Vedic principle. Vedic laws always remain unchangeable in all the circumstances. What a beautiful answer. I hope you enjoyed the answer. The previous question answers, about 30 odd videos I have done in my channel Q&A by my Acharya. In the playlist you can see the previous question answers. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.